Hello and welcome in. My name is Dr. Jankovic. Welcome into Paperhats Season 3, and in the last episode, we built this amazing storage system. It's made our life much better. And for the pit below it, it took some dedication and some hard work, but we got this entire pit dug out down to bedrock. And yes, you heard me correctly. It is all the way down to bedrock, as you can see here. Today, we're going to be decorating this. We're going to make the walls look nice. I've got some really cool ideas for designs for the wall. On top of that, we are going to implement some void glass. If you don't know what that is, stick around. It is where you layer glass, you separate them with layers of air, and eventually it looks like one giant void. That is going to be very cool. Just listen to that ticking behind me. If you were one of the ones that caught the last... So what we did was put over 100 shulkers into this shulker unloader here. It has been slowly ticking away, putting all the items into the correct chest. Now we did have some problems. I had to go back there and fix some of the redstone, make it a little bit slower so it was a little more consistent. But in the end, it was over 30 hours of AFKing, working on other things, just patiently waiting for all these items to get through. Now, let's talk about the project at hand. Before we can get going on this project, there's a couple of things we need to talk about. First of all, it currently looks just awful. Now, we did uncover this really cool cave while we were digging, and I've sort of thought back and forth on whether or not I should keep it, turn it into something, or just cover it up. And I think it's gonna have to be covered up. If you guys are angry about that, go ahead and leave me a comment down in the comments and tell me why I should open it back up. But in this episode, we are going to end up covering that up. What I'm gonna start with is just a layer of deep slate tiles like that. And I'm gonna get a ton of spruce and just continue that pattern all the way down to bedrock. That's gonna give us a good foundation to start on top of. Secondly, we need supplies, namely deep slate. Now that's not a whole lot there in that chest, but if we look in this barrel, we have about 12 shulkers of cobbled deep slate. So I think we have enough. Spruce is a different story though. We may have to go farm some spruce. But what's better than farming is shopping. We're gonna go to the log shop and see if they have stock. All right, moment of truth. And nothing. We're gonna go have to farm our own spruce. We're gonna do that a little bit later though. You see, while we're over here at spawn, the gaming district is just nearby. And there's actually a new game there. And there it is, Glitch's new pirate shooting gallery, I believe. Avast ye, me hearties. I like that, pirate talk. Welcome to Pirates Cove Shooting Gallery. The rules be simple enough, and I'm just gonna read through this. Alright, looks simple enough. All you need is a crossbow and a stack of arrows here, and what you're gonna do is load up and shoot all 5 of these targets. Darn it. Oh, there we go, we got one. Let me get a little bit of the high ground here. Boom, right there, bullseye. I've heard the middle one here is a little difficult. Boom. You have to get right in the middle of that one. That one is difficult. All right, we are 4 out of 5. And that is the 5th one. The last 2 didn't have fireworks. I can only assume that the fireworks ran out. But to be certain, the rules did say when you hear bells, you have hit the mark. And that means we get a ye old prize. Oh, looks like we got the last one. Let's check it out. Ooh, very nice. Some extra diamonds, amethyst blocks, emeralds, and amethyst shards. Glitch, you know I love a shooting gallery. I really appreciate the prizes, and that is such a fun game. I am definitely going to come back and have another go at it. Maybe speed run it. Like I said a minute ago, spruce is definitely an issue. We're going to have to farm a little bit more of that before we can actually start building. And the other crucial part of this is glass. Now, I'm going with black glass for a reason, and I have about 7 and some odd boxes of black glass. Now, my plan is to layer the glass with 1 layer and then 3 layers of air and then another layer of glass and then another 3 layers of air and so on. Now, in between those layers, I'm going to sprinkle in rods. The pit is so deep, it should hopefully give an effect of like outer space. You know, you can barely see the end rods, the speckles, i.e. stars. I think it's going to look really cool. But you know, I have been talking about this project a whole lot and not been building it a whole lot. So you know what that means. Let's get that time lapse rolling. And just like that, we are done with our build, and I think it turned out absolutely amazing. You may not know this, but actually my favorite mob in Minecraft is the Enderman. So when I was looking at how much of the pit we have left and all these empty walls while I was placing glass, I got the genius idea that, you know what, I should make 4 little Enderman statues all around the pit here, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. Now, this was about 28,000 blocks of glass, and it serves no purpose other than to look just absolutely amazing. And I'm super glad that I had the idea to spread some end rods throughout this, because I wanted it to kind of look like the void, kind of like outer space or something like that. This did take about a week, so if I've already explained that, please disregard it. Sometimes I can't remember what I said 5 minutes ago. One thing's for certain though, I'm never gonna get tired of flying into my storage system and seeing this view. It just looks so amazing. I think the pit looks amazing as is, but you let me know down in the comments if you think I should add a little bit to it. One idea that I kind of thought of was putting some purple block themed platforms in each of the corners, and then we can store diamonds and other treasures on them. But then again, I kind of like how ominous this looks, and it's, you know, it's a very simple color scheme, but it just looks amazing. So you let me know down in the comments if you want to see more done to this pit. And you know what? It's just like I say, with great builds comes great consequences. At least I think I've said that. Probably not, but I'm trademarking it now, so remember that. What I mean is our diamond stack is looking pretty sad. Now, what you didn't see is those consequences over there, over at our new glass void pit. Truth be told, I paid Superboy about 15 diamond blocks for 15 shulkers of sand, and it still wasn't enough. I had to go mine out 4 shulkers of sand myself. Not to mention the 10 to 12 diamonds or so that I gave to Kodame for dyes, because that was a lot of black dye, and we don't have a squid farm, so this was just a large investment of time and money all around. So there's only one real good thing to do about that. We're gonna have to go mining. Now, I don't know if I talked about this in previous episodes, but This platform over here is sort of served as a place to put some temporary chests and things. When I put this platform here, my initial plan was, you know what, this would be a really good entrance for a bubble elevator that would take you down to mining levels. I could use this as an entrance to a mine. Okay, I think that will do just fine. The smoke gathering at the top, that is nothing to worry about. But this is just the entrance. I don't yet have the bubble columns and things built. That is the next step of this. But yeah, looks pretty good. I used some of the extra materials I had in my extras chest that's actually filled up, so that's pretty good. I was able to use some quartz and things that I don't think I would have ever used if it hadn't been for this build. I think it's a really nice little aesthetic. Not really sure what I was going for, but it turned out great. I made a quick stop by the ocean. I've got a little bit over a stack of kelp, which should be plenty. Actually, it's nowhere near enough, but we can worry about that later. Right now, though, it's time to give everyone watching this anxiety. I'm going to dig straight down all the way down to -59, I think it is. So first of all, I hope you enjoyed that. Second of all, I need to show you just how deep this really is. Because if you notice on the bottom left of my screen, we are actually at y equals 141. It doesn't seem that high up. Well, it does kind of. We are on top of a mountain. This is a mountain biome. So it would make sense that we're a little far up. But let me show you how far down these bubble columns go. All right, we're nearly at the bottom, and I just want to say the reason I put a magma block down rather than just having a pit that I can drop into with maybe some water down here to make it really fast. Y equals -59 is not the only place I'm going to go mining here. We're probably going to have a mine shaft closer to the top for coal and things like that, so I didn't want to commit myself just down to here. But yeah, currently there is nothing down here. It's just bare bones, soul sand, and magma block. But let me show you how long it takes me to get to the top. This is just ridiculous. We're still going. We've got to make it all the way to y equals 141. Oh my goodness. And remember, I dug straight down all the way down there. Oh yeah. Oh goodness, that is such a deep mine. Well, there's only one thing left to do, and that is have a mining session. So our mining trip was very, very successful. Here's what we got, and like any other professional Minecrafter, I'm going to spread out all the goods so it looks like a lot more. But we did almost get 9 stacks of redstone. We got a whole lot of diamonds, nearly a stack and a half, and some gold and lapis and a little bit of iron and things like that. Here's what all that looks like all compressed down. Actually, I forgot about the diamond block, so 10 diamond blocks we can add to the pile. All right, that is making our diamond pile over here ever so slightly more impressive. We got a whole lot done today, but unfortunately, that is all the time I have left for this video. We got this absolutely mega void pit done, and we did a little bit of mining, established a new mine shaft over at the base so we can get more diamonds and other resources. Because I'll tell you, the mine over at the industrial district is shot. I don't know where to mine anymore. So we have a new mine over at the base. But guys, thank you so much if you've made it this far into the video. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. It absolutely helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And guys, I will see you for episode 19 of Paperhats Season 3. So close to 20. See you next time.